Come on. It's midnight in California. How y'all doing? Need to turn it up. There we go. Tell me where you're from in the comments. Good morning, everybody. It's midnight here in California, just after midnight. Let's see, it's 12:11 a.m. And, it's funny. I think I need to set an alarm, not because I'm asleep. I was watching a show on Netflix and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get busy because it takes a little time to prep, for these shows. So I apologize for being a little bit late. But if you are not familiar with me or you haven't seen me live before, my name is Ira Bowman, and we're here on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. So first things first, we always do a roll call every one of these shows. I love saying hi to people. So if you make a comment, I pretty much will put it up live and say hello to all of you. It is fascinating to me to talk to people from around the world. We call in this show International Networking with Ira, and I'm excited. I've done this show before. This is not the first episode, but we're starting to get a feel for it. A lot of people last time I did this ended up asking me job seeker questions. If you don't know, I run a free website. It is called Project Help You Grow, and I'm actually going to put that in the scroll so that you can see it. Now, if you're not familiar with Project Help You Grow, it's 100% free. There's nothing that you pay for. You don't even have to have an account. In fact, I recommend you don't make one unless you want to boost your SEO. But if you're an employer, if you're a recruiter, if you're a job seeker, it is 100% free for all of you. And that's unique because most job search sites, they allow the job seeker to use it for free, but they don't allow the employers and the recruiters to use it free. And that restricts the usage a little bit. But because I do it for free for everybody, a lot of the recruiters love it. So if you make a profile in there, you have a good opportunity of being discovered by a recruiter. There is a ton of comments. I think I saw a question. I'm going to scroll back up for a second. I'm going to try and keep up with these questions if I can. Well, maybe I got confused. Maybe it was an exclamation mark. But it's 8:13 in the morning in Nigeria. Good morning. It's Sunday for you. It's technically Sunday for me, although I haven't gone to sleep yet. It's still, I woke up, it was Saturday. So hello, good morning. Thank you so much. What time is it watching from Nigeria? Thank you. I get quite a few people from West Africa, and I really appreciate that. I wish I had more jobs on Project Help You Grow from West Africa, but unfortunately I don't. Brian Gill College. Yeah, so Brian, just so you know, this is what we see on the show on LinkedIn. I can see all your information. The difference is there's a setting, a network setting on LinkedIn that you would want to hit. It's called sharing. Allow LinkedIn to share with third parties, and that will allow your information to show up on the show if you're interested. If you're not a job seeker, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you are a job seeker, it would be something that can help you out for recruiters and employers to share your information, which is the only reason I pointed out. Watching you from the Congo, well, thank you so very much. It's a pleasure to have you here. Watching from Pakistan, thank you so much. Let's see, Saudi Arabia, from India. So this is actually the main reason I do the show. India is 12 and a half hours ahead of me. Okay. So when it's midnight here, it's 12:30 there. So right now it's 12:40, 12:45, right, in the afternoon. So you just like finish lunch and you can watch Ira, and that's what it's for. I have a very strong affinity for India. I really do. I want to go there. My plan was actually to try to be there by 2021. So this coming year, I wanted to come and visit. I wasn't expecting the pandemic. I don't think any of us were. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get there in 2021 now. I think it's probably going to have to push back to 2022. But if I can get there, by all means, in 2021, then I will. But I probably need a couple of years, honestly, to still get it done. Because what I want to do there is I want to stay there for like a month, maybe even 2 months. I want to be there for quite a while. I want to do a fundraising trip, not for me, for the job seekers in India. I want to help, right? So I want to get there. I want to meet employers. I want to meet recruiters. I want to kind of do some networking on my own to help Project Help You Grow with the aspiration of helping more people when I'm back here, at my home. So that's the idea. So 12:15 p.m. here. Where is here, Arshad? I missed that. Just tell me where you're at. India for sure. A ton of people in India, South Africa. Good. Let's see. South Africa, you would be a little bit earlier, so it's probably not noon there yet, right? Yeah, I'm presuming that's about my India plans. Yeah, my India plans are not really a secret. I've been wanting to get there for quite a while. When I started Project Help You Grow, I had so many people from India who just presumed it was only going to be for the people in the United States. I'm like, no, I'll help everybody. And so I had a pretty significant following from India. I started to make a lot of friends, and over the last 2+ years that I've been doing Project Help You Grow, I've made a lot of friends in India, and so it's just given me that desire. I love Indian food. I love the culture. I want to come and see the Taj Mahal and things like that. So I want to go. I want to visit. So, but when I go, I want to, India is obviously a very large place with a billion people. So, I mean, I don't want to rush it and go for like a 3-day weekend or something. You know what I mean? I want to go for a while. Watching me from Florida, Latoya. Oh my goodness, you're the first person from the United States that's been awake and cared to watch me. Anyways, you guys probably get tired of me in the United States because you see me all the time during the day. But thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a very good Saturday. It's Sunday there for you too. Now, my daughter lives in Florida. Well, she's going to school there, college. So she's in Pensacola. So it's 2:00 in the morning there. Are you East Coast or are you Central Time? Pop quiz, right? Most people don't even know that Florida has Central Time, but it does up at the I forget the city, but anyways, because that panhandle at the top is so wide, part of Florida is in Central Time. Can you let me know the difference between do follow and no follow links? Oh yes, that's a very good question, and it's important to know the difference. Okay, so here's the main difference. Do follow, if you click on it, it will take you to the website that's referenced. No follow is when it's not an active hyperlink or doesn't transport you to the following site. If you have a no follow link, it really doesn't help you much. It does a little bit. The formula, I don't quite know the equation, but it does help you a little bit. But the follow list, the do follow links are what you want. And really, when you get into do follow links, you want to have links that are not considered spammy sites. And typically, you don't want to have all your follow links go to your landing page or your homepage. You want to mix it up. So, like Project Help You Grow, we have 142,000 backlinks all over the place that are follow links, do follow links, right? But most of them are not to the homepage. They're going to be to articles that I've written. They're going to be to the podcast. They're going to be to the blog. And the reason why you want to do that is because each one of your pages has page authority. So you have your page ranks. So you have domain authority and then you have page rank. And you want to mix those up. Okay. And you want as many referring IPs as you can get too. Okay. So your domains that are referring back to you are important. So obviously social media, one of the reasons why you make profiles on social media platforms is to include do follow links to your sites, right? So if you own a website, I own 3. I have irabowman.com, I have projecthelpyougrow.com, and I have bowmandigitalmedia.com. I'm working on my backlinks for all of them. I have over 1,500 backlinks already for Bowman Digital Media, as an example, right? So hopefully that answered your question. If it didn't, go ahead and ask me follow-up. That's what this is for. So nice question. Okay, so I don't read German, but I recognize that's German. It's pretty good, I think. I don't know. I don't sprechen die Deutsch. I really don't. But I think that says good morning from Germany. So good morning from California. From Dubai. Good morning. What time is it in Dubai? So I'm guessing 10 o'clock. 10:20 in the morning. How about that? Stay safe, peeps. Hey, Ebenezer, thanks for joining us. It sounds like you have to leave, but thank you very much for coming. Is it possible to sell through using this platform? Is it possible to sell what? And you're talking about LinkedIn or you're talking about my show? Because LinkedIn, yeah. I mean, I sell through LinkedIn every day. That's how I make my living. So, absolutely. Through my show, got to be a little careful because I don't like people to spam. But, if you're engaging with me and we talk about your product, yeah. So, what do you sell? Let me, let me make it easy for you. What is it that you sell? Would love to collaborate in India. Yeah, well, when I come, I'll make it known. But if you want to send me a message and, we could figure some stuff out, that'd be cool. I've got quite a few people that are interested in having me meet with them and maybe speak in front of their audience, their company or whatever. When I come, it's well, there's a lot of planning that would go into it. So I don't do anything by the seat of my pants. I'm a planner. So, anyways, I definitely would have a plan before I go. You're very welcome in India. Please let me know before you come. I'll definitely come to meet you. I will let the whole world know for sure. It won't be one of those, I just show up in India, surprise, I'm here. No, if you follow me, you'll know. Hello from Lagos, Nigeria. That is Western Africa. And thank you. 3:17. Yep, she's in Eastern time. So it's really early. Now, are you still up or did you go to bed and you're an early riser? I used to be. I used to get up at 4:00, 4:30, 4:00, 4:30 every day. I was an early riser. And then, I don't know what happened. I just somewhere along the way turned into a night owl. And now I can't sleep before midnight. I mean, even when I want to. Like even tonight, I was like, man, maybe I'll skip the show and just go to sleep and get some rest. But I just can't. So here I am. Anyways. Okay, we could talk more about do and do not follow here LinkedIn chat. Well, yeah, but I don't do chat as much as some people do. I'm really, really busy. I have a huge network. I own 3 companies. I'm a father of 8. I got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't do the chats like a lot of people do. You know what I do? I have coaching sessions. If you want to pay me for a coaching session, I can teach you all I know. You can go to irabowman.com and watch my 60 Seconds with Bowman coaching series. And that's free. So there's some free ways to find the information that I share freely. And then there's the paid coaching. And then comments. Really, you're better off in the comments than you are with the chat with me, because unless you have like a business thing that's a win-win for both of us, then I usually don't engage in the comments, or I'm sorry, in the chats. I keep everything in the comments. I'm out in the open. I don't have secrets. 11:20. Okay, so I was off. Okay, but thank you for correcting me. Very good. From Kenya. Good morning. Still, yes. Good morning in Kenya. There we go. See, now I know what time it is. Everybody's telling me. That's awesome. It is. So you're 11 hours ahead of me. I thought you were 10. I don't know why. Did you guys have a time change recently? We're getting ready to do our time change, I think, the first week of November. Do you guys know what I mean? So in the United States, we have standard time and we have daylight savings time, which drives me crazy, but we do. So half the year, we're at one set of times, and the other half of the year, we're at a different set of times. Well, daylight savings times is what it is now. More of the year, they changed it a few years ago. It used to be like basically 6 months and 6 months. Now it's more like 5 months and 7 months. So the 7 months of the year is daylight saving times, and the 5 months of the year is Eastern time, if you can follow what I'm saying. But anyways, Americans like to make things complicated, I guess. Hello, I want to expand my business on international level. Well, that is part of what the show is about. So, first of all, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know if it's Beant or something, but what is it that you do? Let's talk about it. Totally fine. We're talking about international networking on the show. So you can ask me pretty much anything you like, and I will answer it for you as best I can. Paid guest posting. Yeah, there are sites, or there are people who do that, the paid guest posting. I actually don't utilize those. I do it myself, but I do it for my clients too. I do SEO work for my clients, but there are Fiverr guys and Upwork people out there and when I say guys, I mean people, not just men. There's people that you can pay on Fiverr to do SEO work. I was actually looking at that for a client, but it's kind of expensive. They want to charge like $100 for a domain rank with like 50, 60, or 70 domain authority, in 500 words for one. That's just not going to get it. That's not going to get it done. So not necessarily a good bargain. So yeah, I could talk to you about that a little bit. There's some sites that I use. I use like blogger.com. I use serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com. I use Project Help You Grow, obviously. I own Ira Bowman and Bowman Digital Media and Project Help You Grow, so I use those. I have sites that I use. FYI.to is another good one to use. So you don't necessarily have to pay. I like to do a lot of organic things. Organic meaning free. Hello connection, add me on LinkedIn. Yeah, so that doesn't usually work too well, but I mean, you can let everybody know that you're open. That's fine. Typically, what you want to do, if you want to gain new network connections, you have to engage with people in the comments. It's one of the reasons why I do Follow Me Friday. Are you familiar with Follow Me Friday? Do you know what I'm talking about? Every Friday in the United States, so it's Saturday for you guys, okay? I'm a day behind you, basically, in real life. In real time, when you're awake, I'm asleep, and when you're asleep, I'm awake. That's pretty much the way it goes. So here's the deal. Follow Me Friday, do it every week. I have a Follow Me Live. It starts at 9 a.m. my time. So it's like 9 p.m. your time. I'm basically 12 hours behind you, right? So Follow Me Friday has a live show just like this in the morning in California. And then the rest of the day, what we do is we basically have a lot of fun with each other in the comments of my post. It's called Follow Me Friday. You can do hashtag follow me. You can see all about it. Okay. Typically, we'll have somewhere between 100,000 and 200,000 people in the post. And what we're doing is I ask icebreaker questions. Like this week, I was talking about pumpkin, which you guys probably don't really know too much about because it's an American thing. But it's ridiculous out here. They want to put pumpkin in everything. It's really stupid, but it's the thing. So I say, I don't need pumpkin in everything. You can give me like a pumpkin dessert, a pumpkin roll. That's about it. I'd rather have chocolate. Give me chocolate. I like chocolate. And I love coffee. Plain, black, no sugar, no creamer, nothing. Just coffee. I like good coffee. Anyways, most Americans like things really, really sweet. So there's pumpkin lattes and there's pumpkin cake and there's pumpkin seeds and there's pumpkin cinnamon rolls and pumpkin. Anyways, so we were talking about that, right? Do you like pumpkin or do you not like pumpkin? And if you do like pumpkin, what's your favorite type of pumpkin? Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? The whole point is it's just a getting to know you thing. That's the whole point, right? One week I asked about your favorite sports team and I didn't specify the sport. Could be anything. I know a lot of you probably like cricket and soccer and rugby. That's cool, right? But it was just what's your favorite sports team? And we talked about that for week one. I think it was 3 weeks ago. We talked about the high temperature. It was 113 degrees Fahrenheit. In October, it was like October 7th or something like that. Anyways, it was October. It was over 110 degrees and it's really hot, right? It's hot. But I was like, okay, so has anybody had snow yet? Has anybody, you know what I mean? So one of the things, like, people always ask me, Ira, how do I get a job in a foreign country like Canada? You're coming from India or the UAE, and you're asking me about the place where it snows like feet by the feet, right? I mean, you've never seen snow in your life. You have no idea what it's like, and you want to go live there, but you don't know what it's like. And it's like, so the question was, how many people have had snow so far? And like everybody in Canada is like, oh yeah, it snowed. In fact, one of my friends, I've got Erica Warfield. She's one of my buddies. Okay, so Alexa just woke me up for no reason. None whatsoever. Freaked me out. Couldn't sleep. Then I see her live. Yeah, that's what I do, Erica. I get on live in the middle of the night. Only on Saturdays, though. Watch the Ira Guide. So anyways, Erica and I are part of a social, the group's pretty much over, but we're friends. So I created this group called Social Media Concierge. And during COVID, when we didn't realize COVID was going to go on forever, we thought it was going to be like, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. Created this group with the intention of helping a new nonprofit each week. and the group was going to work together to work. And we did that, right? It was a lot of fun. That's what we did. One of the people in our group, his name is Rob Deptford, and he runs a company called EQ4 Media. Rob, today, I think it was on Instagram, he has one of those above the ground hot tub things, that people put in their backyards. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but anyways, we have them out here. So it's covered in snow, and he had beer in a bottle, stuck it in the snow to keep it cold. And he's like, well, at least, the snow's good for something. And I'm like, yeah, we could use some of that here in California, but we don't get snow, at least not where I'm at. So anyways, Erica, get back to sleep. It's not good for you to be up at 2:30 in the morning. She's in Dallas, Texas. Pakistan, welcome. Zambia, welcome. India, welcome. Need sites for paid guest posting. Do I need them? No, I don't need them. Trust me. I I own 3 businesses and I get hit on every single day by people trying to sell me something. Trust me. Hi, all watching from Dubai, UAE. Hope all is well with you. Take care. Well, I hope you are having a good day too. Is it Marif? Is that how you say that? I hope to chat with you more here in the comments. There's one for Pakistan, from Kenya. Very good. It's 11:30 a.m. Thank you for volunteering, watching from Kenya. Hello. Oh, can we tell them the news? This is my buddy. She sent me a really good note. These are the notes that I live for, honestly. They're my favorite kind of notes. And I'm not going to say, unless traveling, if you tell me I can, then I will. But I'm not going to say it unless you tell me. From Punjab. Welcome. Sir, I've sent you a request on LinkedIn, but you can't accept. You're right. I can't accept. It's not that I don't want to. I would accept them all. I have a large network, but there's a maximum on LinkedIn, and it's 30,000 people. I cannot connect with any more people unless I delete somebody first. So I could do that, I guess. So the only people that I connect with now, really, honestly, I'm just going to be completely honest with you, are my new clients. And I have to delete somebody who was in my network to add them. But that's a perk of being a customer of Aira. Not a job seeker that I help find a job, not somebody that I help, just in networking, but an actual paid customer. And that happened this week. Candy Bailey is somebody who signed up for Bowman coaching, and she got connected with me this week. Now, let me make this clear, though. You can follow me on LinkedIn, and I will follow you back. I follow everybody back. In fact, I follow more people than follow me because I'm not, I'm just a normal person. I just have a big network. But here's the thing. I have allowed everybody in the world to still send me a direct message. You can DM me, is what it's called. You also can just go to my website and send me a message through my website. I have contact forms, so you can send me a message that way too. So you can go to bowmandigitalmedia.com. You can go to Project Help You Grow. You can go to Aira Bowman. You can send me a message a million different ways, all for free. If you really want to, you can. Okay. Yes, you can. Okay. So Trevlyn, I think it was about 4 months ago, became available, right, for a new job. She needed a job. And she used Project Help You Grow. I saw her in posts. She was asking me questions in the DM. She can attest to you that I will respond to DMs. Anyways, today I got a DM from her saying, Aira, really good news. I found a job. And I'm so excited for her. Those are the messages that make Project Help You Grow worth it for me, honestly, because I don't make any money on it. I don't get paid. In fact, I pay out of my pocket. Sorry, reaching for my wallet. What I do is I pay for Project Help You Grow. I have since the very beginning. And I've never charged anybody a single penny, nowhere. So it always comes out of my pocket. And the only thing I get from Project Help You Grow, because I have to do all the work and I have to fund it. The only thing I get from it, honestly, is the satisfaction of knowing I've helped people like Trevlyn find a job. Now, would she have found a job without me? Of course she would have. But it would have taken her longer. And she might have struggled more because she wasn't necessarily doing everything. The thing about finding a job is there's a lot of strategy that goes into it. And if you're not using the right strategy, that can make all the difference in whether it takes you, 6 months to find a job or a year or, 4 months versus 9 months. You know what I mean? So, anyways, really excited that she was able to find a job traveling again. Congratulations. I already saw that. I'm hoping for new connections. Send me a lot of requests. Yeah, again, that's not how it works. Okay, let me give you guys a tip. If you want to connect with people on this show, what you really need to do is, first of all, keep making comments. That's good, Alessio. So keep doing that. Like the person, honestly, who's doing the best right now is Luck. Luck, you're doing a good job with the comments. Okay, so you, and I follow you too. If you follow me, I already follow you, I promise. But I will check and make sure that I'm following you. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Let me show you how you can tell. So, boo, 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 boo. Let me share my screen. Okay, so Luck has sent me a connection request. I cannot accept it because I'm maxed out. But if we come down here, hang on a second. I just got to move this out of the way so you can see. Okay. Look at that. See where it says unfollow? That's because I already follow you. And I will never hit the ignore, by the way. I just can't accept you because I'm maxed out. It will not allow me to accept anymore. Okay. So there you go. Now you know I follow you. Just proved it live on TV. I'm not kidding when I say I follow everybody back. If you follow me, I will actually follow you back, and I won't unfollow you later. I will just keep following you, even if you unfollow me, which is, it does happen. Because you know what? Sometimes people, they'll hit the follow button, and I go to follow them, and I'm already following them. I'm like, well, the only reason I would have followed you in the first place is if you followed me. So you follow me and you unfollow me, and then I don't unfollow you. It does happen. Whatever. I don't really care. There's no limit to how many people you follow, and there's no limit to how many people follow you. So I don't understand why anybody would unfollow me, but whatever. It's all good. Good morning, Mr. Bowman. Can you provide us with who we should connect to get hired? Is it enough? Okay, so this depends a little bit on the type of role and the industry, but let me give you some pointers. Large business versus small business, again, this is going to change. So this really, there's more to this question than a simple, the hiring manager or the recruiter. Usually those two people are not the right person if I was only going to pick one. I want to go for the department manager for sure. I want to go for the owner if it's small enough where it's like a sole proprietor. I definitely want to get the owner. You can get with other people that work in the department too. All that helps. Anybody in HR can be an asset, but usually they're not going to reach out and ask you hey, would you like to work here? The people in the department are the ones that are most proactive, right? But you want to make friends with as many people in the company as you can. I mean, that's just the simple answer. We'll just leave it at that. Make friends with everybody. Are you familiar? Let me come back to this. Are you familiar with the term informational interview? Do you know what that is? I'm going to pull up my website, projecthelpyourgrow.com. There is an article that I've written about this. It's called informational interview, and a lot of people aren't doing it. And it's one of those things that could propel you forward months. And what you do is you find somebody who is doing what you want to do already, and you basically yet interview them. It's called an informational interview, so that shouldn't be shocking, right? So you interview them. Okay, this is Project Help Your Grow. Hang on a second. I'm going to turn the little scroll thing off, okay, just so that we can see it more. And then I'm going to turn your comment off so we can see it more. Okay, it's called the power of the informational interviews. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to find somebody who is doing the job that you want to do, or even the next job up. So maybe you want to be like a director of marketing, and you're going to find the VP of marketing or the CMO, the chief marketing officer. Okay, you are going to interview them. What are you going to ask them about? What are you going to ask them? All kinds of stuff. Interview tips, You're going to ask them about, how they got the current role that they're in. You're going to ask them um, if they were in your shoes, what things they would do to get to that next level that you're trying to get to. And through all of that, you're going to now, this is I wrote this pre-COVID, so in the article I suggest that you take them for coffee or lunch or something, but you probably don't necessarily want to do that. So this is probably going to be a video meeting. But the idea is if you can get them to like you and get them to give you this information, another thing that you're going for is that they can become your new champion or your new mentor. They probably have more contacts in the industry because they're further along than you do. So if you can get them to tell you and share with you the strategy, and then you can get them to open their Rolodex or reach out to people that they know and say, hey, I know somebody that would be really good as a director of marketing or whatever, right? And they can introduce you. So this is the article. I'm going to put the link to this article in the comments for you. Okay. If you want to check it out, it's called Informational Interviews. A lot of people are not doing it, and you should consider it because it's a way to advance your career. The insight that people have. Look, I've been in sales for over 20 years. Okay. I've been in print media, graphics business, selling for over 20 years. I've worked for a lot of people. I've lived in a lot of places. I've learned a lot. If somebody's just getting into this business and they pick my brain, first of all, I'm going to be impressed that they're smart enough to understand that I'm a good resource, but also it's going to show me a little bit of initiative because it's not common, and I will take an interest in them. See what I mean? It could be very, very effective. Where are we at here? I always have planned to work in Canada, but no good network. Anyone to help? Yeah, it's not a magic button, bro. Why do you want to work in Canada? Let me ask you that question. Let's start with the very number one thing that you should ask yourself. Why? What is it about Canada that you like so much? I've already been here before. Hello, LinkedIn family. It's been a very tough time for everyone. I work at Infosys India. There are job opportunities all around the world in Infosys where I can refer to. You could connect with me, and please let me know if I can be of any help to you. That's very kind of you. That is very nice. And let me just tell you, if you'd like to place those openings or have your HR team place those openings, they can do it for free on Project Help You Grow. I have about 150 companies that do that currently. In fact, I just listed for Siemens 10 jobs. Now, none of them work for Canada. 3 of them were for the United States. 3 of them were for India. I think one of them was in London. One of them was in Germany. One of them was in Switzerland, and one of them was in Poland. How's that for memory? Okay. Just listed those today. Those jobs they were listed on Siemens website today. They're on Project Help You Grow today. People are hiring. Didn't have anything from Kenya. I'm really sorry. I wish I had more stuff from West Africa. I really would like to. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. It's funny. A lot of people get hired. They never tell me. It's like, hey, I see them around LinkedIn. Hey, what's going on? Did you find a job? Oh yeah, I found one months ago. Thanks for telling me. So I appreciate you did reach out to me. That's pretty cool. Ebenezer Roberts, please connect with me. Yeah, if you guys want to connect, that is what I'm hoping will happen in this audience. We got 15 people. We don't have a ton of people, so you guys can get to know each other in the comments. That's how it works. Good job, Ira. I don't know what I did. That was a good job, but thank you. Slimo sent you a request. There you go. See, that's how it works. Hello, how are you doing? Perfect. See, you guys are networking now. This is good. Hi, Ira. What are your thoughts about the current employment hiring process industry? The pandemic started in March. A lot of people was made redundant, job cuts here and there. Well, yeah, a lot of jobs. I don't necessarily blame companies. I mean, look, I was furloughed myself and then I was laid off. So I was made redundant. It happens. But then what happened? I created a new business. If I was never laid off, I would have never started my own company, Bowman Digital Media, because I moved down here from the Bay Area. It's not very far. I moved like 400 miles. You know what I mean? So from the San Francisco Bay Area down to the Southern California area. But I moved down here with the intention in 2019, December of 2019, I started the job, December 30th, the very last day. So I started in December 2019. In May, I was furloughed after moving down here with the intention of retiring. All through the hiring process, that's what we talked about. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to take over the sales territory in the Inland Empire, and I'm going to be here for 20 years. And I'm going to retire. And that was the plan. But COVID hit. I don't blame them. I'm not even mad at them. You know what I mean? You won't hear me say a bad thing about ARC. I just won't do it. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at them. The pandemic sucks. It really does. But again, through it, a new business was born. And, I don't have employees per se, but I have outsourced partners that I send work to. So other people are benefiting beyond me. You know what I mean? So there's opportunity in this thing. There's new industries that have sprung up. Not necessarily industries, but new types of businesses, I think is a better way to say that. There are new businesses that have popped up. There are people that are being hired, for example, forensic cleaning, which was, I guess, a thing before the pandemic, but it's really a thing now. I mean, if an employee in a restaurant gets caught with COVID-19, they, test for COVID-19, they have to close that place down. And a forensic cleaning team has to come in and forensically disinfect everything. And that's like a whole new industry. You know what I mean? So yeah, it sucks. And trust me, I'm not advocating for COVID. COVID has been awful for everybody. But there are opportunities out there. And look at remote workforce now. I used to, when I was in the Bay Area, one of the reasons why I wanted to switch from the Bay Area down to Southern California, the company I was working for, the Bay Area, my territory was from San Francisco over to Tracy, but most of the population is in Oakland and San Francisco. Okay. So I would drive 2.5 hours from my house to my territory, make my sales calls all day long, and then 2.5 hours back home. And that's if there was no extra traffic, like a freeway closing, which happened quite a bit. So that's 5 hours a day of me in the car to get to work and home. So, I'm leaving my house at 5:30 in the morning and I'm getting home at 8 o'clock at night. That's quality of life sucks. Now I work from home. My commute is literally the time it takes for me to go from the upstairs to the downstairs. No commute. That's pretty good. So some things have changed. With the hiring industry itself, now you're talking a whole nother thing. We talk about the hiring practices of companies around the world. I'm not really impressed. I'm not impressed with ATS. I'm not impressed with ghosting. I'm not impressed with a moving bar, if you will. Like, for example, I was in Vets to Industries virtual networking event today. And there was a lady on there. She wants to get a job for digital media, like marketing. Well, I run a media company, so I know a little bit about it. Anyways, we were chit-chatting. And she's like, yeah, I was having this interview. It was going really well. She happens to be former military. And so they made the assumption that she had active clearance, and she doesn't. She had clearance in the past, but it has since expired. As soon as the person interviewing her found that out, she hung up the phone. She said, oh, I didn't realize that. And she hung up. She didn't, no explanation, nothing, just hung up. What's funny is the lady goes, you know what, Ira? It wasn't even in the job listing. Security clearance was not listed as part of the job listing, or she wouldn't have applied. I hate that. Stuff like that irritates me. Job seekers deserve to be treated with respect. Job seekers companies should be more transparent about their hiring practices, their specific ATS. What type of resume should you send in? What should you, they should just send out a template for you. Here, put your information in this form so that nobody gets rejected ad hoc. If there are knockout questions, which nobody likes to talk about, but there are, at least identify this as a knockout question. For example, if it says you must have a bachelor's degree or don't apply, stuff like that, just full transparency. Because there's so many people applying for jobs, I just think it would help everybody, but they don't do that, and shame on them. So, anyways, hopefully that gives you some insight to what I think about hiring practices. It's one of the reasons why I work so hard at Project Help You Grow, to let you guys know how to write a resume, how to use keywords, what is the ATS, how to prepare for an interview. All these things I teach for free because I think companies should be doing it, and they don't. So I help where I can. Global governance. Yeah, I don't know about that. I like regional, local. You know what I mean? I don't even want somebody from Washington, D.C. telling me what to do. Honestly, I'm more, this is exactly my point. You know what I mean? The further away, excuse me, sorry, I hit the mic. The further away somebody is, it seems like the less they care about you and understand the challenges that you have. Like, no offense, but if you've never driven in LA traffic, you probably don't have any idea what I go through. You know what I mean? Like, most places have rush hour traffic. There is no such thing here. It's just always bad. Always bad. So, yeah. I've never been to Europe. I want to go. It's funny because my dad actually lives in Ukraine. I've never been there. My family is from the Ukraine, Russia. It kind of has changed over the years. It just depends on what year it is, who owns where my family's from. But my dad's back. I've never been there. So, anyways, I can't speak intelligently to Europe. I've really only been up and down North America, South America, and part of the tropics, to be fair. Take the bike to work. I would love to. I can't. So California, it's funny. There are places where you can do that. For example, if you live in like downtown San Francisco or downtown LA, you don't need a car. In fact, it's easier if you don't have one in many respects. Where I live, because I don't know if you guys know this, I have a lot of kids. I have 8 children. So 6 of them are still at home because 2 of them are in college. Okay. So I have 6 kids at home. But because of that, we have a large family. We have a large home. Most of you would think this is like a mansion. It's not a mansion. It's just a big house. But anyways, it's a really big house, small yard, but we live in the suburbs, if that makes sense, right? So we don't live like in a downtown area. I live about 50 miles from downtown LA. That's where I live. It's a town called Moreno Valley. There's an area called the Inland Empire. You guys probably don't care about any of this, but anyways. So I have to have a car. What I'm trying to tell you. Although I do have to have a car less now because I work from home. That's great. That was the other thing. Working the way I did before, I filled up my gas tank in the Bay Area every single day. And because I was driving so much. When I moved down here, it was like every other day, every third day, depending on the day. Now, I fill up my gas tank. I think the last time I filled it up was in August. Maybe in September, but not in October. You know what I mean? Like, it's once every 2 months. That's amazing. I love it. Absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, I have not been around the world. I would like to be. I have friends all over the world. That's one thing I love about my network is I literally have friends pretty much everywhere in every country. Yes, 8. I know. It's shocking to most people when they find out that I have 8 kids. So I do get it. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't know what else to tell you. Thank you. So I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. I'm trying to figure out who this is. My BFF also has to drive from. Yeah, so again, I don't have a point of reference. I don't know how far that is. So for me, like, the amount of time is not always related to the distance. Excuse me, had a yawn. Where I was driving for 2.5 hours was the equivalent of 55 miles. I don't know how far that is in kilometers. You guys have to help me out with the math there, but 55 miles, 2.5 hours. So it's a lot of time. It's not a lot of moving. It's just you're sitting in traffic. The traffic isn't moving. You don't move. So it's, distance wise, I've not gone as far. Goods and services are cheaper. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Send you a connection request so you can see my face. So the reason I'm not seeing your face here is not because I don't have a connected with you. It's because you got to share your information with a third party. But I will take a look and see who you are. Just because I'm curious. Matthew? Andrea? 2 different Matthews actually sent me a request. And then Zora also sent me a request. But just so you know, I have 3,857 here. I'll show you guys. It's kind of crazy. But I have 3,857 people who are trying to connect with me right now. Oh, you guys can't see. Sorry. There we go. So I have 3,857 people who are trying to connect with me right now, but I can't accept anyone because I'm maxed out. It just is what it is. So, anyways, my LinkedIn is full until LinkedIn changes their ceiling. Every time I try to connect with somebody, it says you cannot connect with any more people because you have reached the limit. So, oh, there we go. Matt. Okay, cool. So you were the top one? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, you can send me a message. You can send me a direct message if you like. You can follow me. I'll follow you back. In fact, I'll follow you right now. So this is what I do. Here, I'll come back. Oops. So I do this. Well, I'll just do that. I come here. And then I do this. Oh, I'm already following you. So there you go. So just so you know, I'm following you. Okay. There you go. I follow everybody. It is funny because sometimes people will call me out. They'll be like, you're not really following me. I'm like, yeah, I really am. Unless, here's the thing. When you follow me, I go to a place, and I hit follow. I follow everybody who follows me. It's like, see your followers, and I follow them back. Sometimes when I hit it, it doesn't take it because the person doesn't allow followers. So there are some people who follow me that I don't follow, but it's honestly because their settings aren't correct and I don't go back and check. Yeah, so it's actually 30,000 right now. LinkedIn has an issue. I think what it was is there was like fake accounts, and so they've suspended them, I think. So this just happened like, I want to say a month and a half ago, something like that. Anyways, it was 30,000 forever. I've been maxed out at 30,000 since I think January of 2019. But then I want to say end of September, something like that. Maybe a little bit sooner. One day my number went down. And I was like, well, what happened? I had 500 people drop me? I mean, that's kind of weird. I get 1 or 2 here and there, but never in mass like that. So I was like, well, what happened? So I started hitting accept, and I wasn't paying attention. I was just hitting accept because, I've got all these people in the queue. They want to connect. It's like, okay, well, I got openings, so why not? So I was trying to connect, and then I saw down at the bottom, can't connect. And I was like, what the hell? I'm not at 30. Your limit's 30. That's the limit on LinkedIn. Anyways, so I reached out to LinkedIn, and I asked them, hey, LinkedIn, what's the discrepancy here? I didn't get a response. But because I study the platform, I'm like fairly sure. Not conclusively sure, but fairly sure that's what it is. I just realized that I forgot to turn one of my lights on. There, sorry. I don't know if that made me look brighter or not, but anyways, I had a light off. So I would say they don't exist. I mean, you can't get help from them. It's really sad. Anyways. Now, Candy will tell you, when you become my client, one of the perks, now it took us a couple days. She could tell you it was really a pain in the ass, Candy, if we're being honest, right? I can't typically add you, but when you become one of my clients or customers for Bowman Digital Media, so Bowman Coaching, Bowman Digital Media, you become a client, I connect with you. So I sent, first she sent me a connection request. I accepted. We did it on, we're like on a video call and she could see it, but we weren't really connected. It was really kind of annoying. So then for the next 36 hours, we were trying to connect and we finally got it. She's finally first degree connection. I will come see you in Luxembourg. That would be awesome. Actually, I almost said it normal. I usually say it Luxembourg. I don't know why. I have no idea. Yeah. It could be. This is yeah, it could be Twitter. Yeah, Twitter actually might be worse. Let me give LinkedIn a little bit of credit. Of all the platforms, I actually think they're the best. It's my favorite platform by far. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Facebook. So if you're on those and we're not connected here, you can always connect with me there. I'll tell you where I really appreciate it is if you guys would go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I am kind of excited. In fact, I'm going to pull it up. We are on YouTube right now. I'm broadcasting. I always simulcast on 3 channels: LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, always. Okay. So I'm on LinkedIn right now. I'm going to oops, I keep removing it. I don't know why. So I'm excited. I just broke the 1,000 followers. They call them subscribers, whatever. A couple days ago. So look, there we are live. In fact, I had my hand like that. It's like really live. So if you want to hit this follow button, here, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come in here. If you want to find me on YouTube, what makes me a little bit different than most people on YouTube is I actually because I make videos for a living, I put videos up every day, sometimes 2 or 3 a day. So you'll never get bored, right? But the thing about YouTube that I like, when you watch me live, you're actually watching me. It's a little bit of a delay. It's about 30-second delay. Sometimes it's up to a minute, but anyways, a little bit of a delay. With YouTube, there's no delay. It's like I say it, you see it. And everybody who subscribes to my channel gets a notification, unlike, LinkedIn and Facebook, where they selectively, through their algorithm, decide who's going to get the notification. So there's that too. Now, if you want to, I'll show you another thing that's kind of cool. If you're curious to find me and you are finding me on LinkedIn, which a lot of you do, here's a guide that I made. Okay, now go to my profile on LinkedIn, go to the features, and then the very first thing is this picture. You never have to wonder where you can find me. So like if you want to watch me every Saturday night, you could actually now set your calendar on your computer, to give you like, hey, Ira's going to be on, go to Ira's profile at midnight, whatever that time is for you, right? We know that's 11 o'clock in the UAE. We know that it's 12:30 in India, right? We know that it's 8 o'clock in London. We know that it's 3 a.m. in Florida, right? We learned all that earlier today. So whatever time it is for you for, the Sunday International Networking with Ira, you can set your calendar and you'll never miss a show, right? The other one that's really easy for a lot of you guys to watch is on Wednesday. It's early for me. This is the hardest actually show for me to do is Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 6 a.m. my time. Well, I just told you I don't oversleep, right? I don't go to bed till usually 1 or 2 in the morning. So I wake up and I'm grumpy I'm grumpy, and I take it out on my buddy Joe Stepke, who is a great sport. He carries the show. He's in Indianapolis, so for him, he's on East Coast time, so it's 9 o'clock. He's perky, and I just want to smash him. I'm like, shut up. Anyways, we have a lot of fun. So what is that? I'm going to look at that. Well, it's not up yet for me. I don't know why. My comments on LinkedIn are behind, guys. I don't understand why, but they are. So I'm not seeing your stuff. I'll get there. I'll check that out for you. Thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate that. My kids are subscribed to me on YouTube. It's kind of fun. So every once in a while, I will see a note from one of my kids, which is kind of cool. In fact, on Pinterest. So Pinterest, I actually have a lot of followers for Pinterest. Pinterest is not one of those places where you amass large networks. It's not like the rest of these places, but I have like 600 and something followers on Pinterest. But anyways, My kids follow me there too. And I got a message from one of my 6-year-olds on one of my posts. And Pinterest, if you've not been to my Pinterest channel, I'll show you. With Pinterest, what I typically do on Pinterest, and you can see it here, they're just job listings. So if you're a job seeker, you should follow me on Pinterest. Look, I've got 633 followers. Like I said, 600 something. I wasn't sure what it was, but there it is. But if you click on any of my pins, what this is, it's a job listing. This one's a job listing for HP. You know what I mean? So anyways, I pin, like tonight, I pinned 2 of the Siemens jobs. Remember I was telling you about those? This is one that was in Sacramento, California. The other one I pinned from Siemens. Let's see if it's this one. Yeah, no, that's not that one. Hang on a second. I'll take you to the one from tonight that I pinned. So if you come over to jobs, the one I pinned, I actually made it a premium job listing here too. So it's this one right here, commissioning engineer. And this job is in India. So anyways, there's jobs from all over. Like I said, I'll actually show you. But the jobs that I loaded tonight, I had 3 from India, 3 from the United States, and then I had Germany, Switzerland, Poland, and I'm forgetting one, but we'll see it in a second. So this one was from India, and then these ones, Poland, India, Switzerland. There's Miami, Florida, Sacramento. There's Mississippi. Germany was the other one, and United Kingdom, right? So anyways, those were all loaded today. So I made a couple Pinterest pins out of them too. And that's what I do on Pinterest. I pin job listings. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I pin other stuff, like I'll pin a blog that I've written, or I'll do a movie every once in a while. I call them movies. Sorry, I'm old. The videos that I create for YouTube that I list every single day. Sometimes I'll pin those too. So anyways, my gift for you extensions I use just GitHub, the French. I can't click on these yet until my comments update. My comments are way behind. I'm hitting refresh to see if maybe that'll fix it for YouTube. But let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. That worked. So let me see. Let's see what this is. Open a new tab. I'll show everybody. Let's see what it is. This is what the link was. The French mat. Full list with description, extension manager, switcher. I'll have to check that out. I don't know what this is, so I'll check it out. I pin job listings. That's what I do. I'm boring, I guess. I don't know, but it's what I do. I create them on Project Help You Grow, and then I pin them on Pinterest on the job board Project Help You Grow, so you can follow it. I actually get like 16,000 viewers a month. That's not bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to be Pinterest famous or anything. It's just a way to help people. Let's see. I also sleep 7 hours or so. Must have coffee in the morning. I have look, I actually don't have coffee right now, which is funny because this is like the one time of day you won't see me drinking coffee. I pretty much drink coffee from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. There wasn't any left, and I didn't feel like making a pot for 1 cup. So I don't have, in full disclosure, I don't have a Keurig. It's like I still have the drip, and it's not the French press either. I'm boring when it comes to coffee. I just drink, like Folgers regular coffee by the cup with nothing in it. Old school. Broadcasting or using Alternativo. I am not using that. You know what I'm using? I'm actually using StreamYard is what I use. YouTube. Well, let's see what that is. I like YouTube. And we're almost out of time, by the way. I usually go for an hour.
Loaded with trackers, cookies, and other data
is that I didn't know if that was a commercial or if that was what I was actually supposed to be watching. Hang on a second. Is this what you wanted me to show?
Parasites that are constantly following you side to side.
It's got a ton of views. My videos don't get millions of views. My videos get like 50 views to 100 views usually on YouTube.
You're paying extra and draining your battery.
I get a ton of views on. I'll have to check that out later. I get a ton of views on LinkedIn. That's where I get most of my views. So I have a love-hate relationship with LinkedIn because I really do love them. I have lots of suggestions on things they could do better. I wish they would talk to me, let me be part of their product development team because I have ideas and I spend a ton of time. I spend a ton of time on LinkedIn. The YT is a teaser. YT is brave. Oh, gotcha. Okay. And drip coffee. You know, there's nothing more maddening than waiting for that coffee to brew in the morning. You know what I mean? Like you could smell it, but you can't taste it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So StreamYard, StreamYard is a pretty good platform. I actually really like StreamYard. It's for the most part very reliable. I do pay for they have premium services I pay for. So there's a couple different levels, but you know, to stream live on LinkedIn, you actually have to use a third-party software. They won't. Like Facebook and YouTube, I actually could just stream from the service, but with LinkedIn, I have to have a third party. So it is what it is, but I really do like it. Yeah. Again, love hate because it's my favorite platform by a mile, frankly. For a variety of reasons. I like the conversations that I have on there. I like the interaction that I get. I like the lack of drama that there is. And also, it's not okay. I know for girls, LinkedIn can be a nasty place because they get hit on and all kinds of stuff that's inappropriate, frankly. And I don't support it. But I don't get that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get a woman who mails me and says, hey, honey, let me show you my boobies. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. So please save the pictures of your boobs for somebody else. But it doesn't happen to me. But on Twitter, it happens. On Instagram, it happens. Even on Facebook, it happens. But the thing I don't like about Facebook, honestly, is people just can't get along. They want to fight. I don't understand it. They should call it hate book, not Facebook, because people are always mad. I'm not mad at the world. I'm trying to help people. You can disagree with me. That's totally fine. Just go do it somewhere else. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me at all. But do people want to be offended for some reason? Like use Facebook, I guess. I don't know. It's an angry place. So Facebook is my least favorite by a mile. But Twitter is nasty. Instagram, I like Instagram because I like photos. I don't know if you guys know this. Oh, my camera's over there. I take photos for a living. I'm going to get it. Let me show you. Hang on a second. So this is I got the lens cover on, but anyways, this is my EOS 90. I bought this because it will shoot 4K video. So I have a 4K video webcam, and then I have a 4K video capable camera, so I can go take pictures and videos with my camera. I love it. But I do this for a living, right? I mean, I'm a media guy, so it shouldn't surprise you. But anyways, so Instagram, I put up pictures. In fact, I have more posts. It's kind of embarrassing. I have more posts on Instagram than I have followers on Instagram. Not because the quality of the content's not good, just because I'm not, showing my boobies, I think. But I don't think people want to see me with my shirt off anymore anyways. So I'm doing the world a favor. But anyways, I don't have 1 million followers on Instagram. But I get probably, I'm going to say 10 direct messages a day on Instagram from people. They send me these links. And you know where the links go? Nasty places. I don't know what the point is. But anyways, gross. Stop it. Anyways, that's what naked angel's not my thing. Yeah, I'm not, I'm married. I have 8 kids. I'm not interested in any of that. It's just like, Oh, you're jealous of my camera? Don't be jealous. I just, I won't buy another one for a while. But I did get the iPhone 11 with the Max Pro, or Pro Max, however you say it. I have dyslexia in full disclosure. So, anyways, I got this because before I bought this one, I wanted to be able to do social media videos and even be able to take and do the microphone that I have, for example, this one. I can take this, it's portable, right? So it's a USB plug. So I can take this, I could do my show on location if I wanted to. So the reason why I bought the $1,200 phone was because I wanted to be able to have high quality camera and sound on location. So now with this guy and this guy and my cameras, and I actually can take my webcam too now because the webcam I have is portable as well. So I actually have the ability to have 3 cameras going on location for social media stuff. Not for, like, I'm not good for recording, like if you wanted to make a movie or a TV show. I'm not set up for that. But I'm set up for social media videos and for like branding videos, things like that. So that's where I live. That's my lane, right? So I have all the tools I need to do that. And then I have all the software. I'm a software guy. I have the Adobe Suite, and I have a couple different versions of editing software. Actually, my favorite editing software is one of the most simple ones. It's called Filmora 9, and I love it. I use it every single day. I use Photoshop every day, and I use Filmora 9 every day. Those are like the 2 that I'm in all the time. And then I'm always on StreamYard because I broadcast live. So, anyways, you guys got to know nasty clickbait. Yeah, that's what it is. But it doesn't work for me. I mean, I guess it works for enough people because they keep doing it, but they're not making any money off me. Yeah, there are a lot of good cameras. My dad is a professional photographer now. He uses a Nikon. He's been using a Nikon since the 70s. He loves Nikon. I like Canon better. Preference. That's all it is. Just preference. I'll put my Canon up against most people's Nikons. I mean, if you are a professional photographer, you know what I know. Lenses make far more difference than the camera. You know what I mean? It's the lens. It's and then it's what we do with it in Photoshop, which is the most. Anyways, we could get lost in the technicalities of the finer points of film and photography if you'd like, but anyways, a person with an inferior camera and a better and more skill and a better lens or lighting, you know what I mean? I mean, there's all kinds of different things. And then I've been using Photoshop for 15 years. I'm really good at it. You know what I mean? If you could take a better picture, but I edit it in Photoshop, I still have the better final product. So yeah, I mean, this is one of the things with having a nice camera is you really don't have to do much. And I'm going to tell you that this thing in auto mode is amazing. Like if you don't know how to take a picture and you just pick this up, put everything, turn it to auto and just hit, take the lens cap off, turn it on, hit that little button right there. If it's in auto, you're going to have great output because it's going to change. It's going to focus. This thing actually has dual focus. It can focus on 2 things at the same time, which is really cool. That's actually not handy when you're in auto mode and you're trying to get a blurry effect. But anyways, open source. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm an open source guy. I like to shoot raw. Is that what you're talking about? No, I don't think so. What does that mean? My name, Adobe Ismail from Nigeria, and I'm interested in your programs. Okay, welcome. Project Help Your Grow. It's free. Check it out. I like Canon too. The only thing you can't discuss with me are colors. I'm slightly color deficient. Can't pick clothes, pair it properly. Well, that's okay. Otherwise, religion, food, no problem. Yeah, I could talk about any of it. I don't care. Like, this is the thing. I grew up in a time, in a day and age where we could have differences of opinion, and actually I would kind of prefer it because the world has lost us somehow. When you and I think exactly the same, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need you to tell me how I think. I already think that. I want to know why you think something different than me. And I want you to be able to explain it without getting upset. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn and we can have a conversation and I'm going to share with you my opinion and hopefully you learn, and then we both get better. That's how the world used to be. Open source software. Gotcha. I was kind of being facetious. Sorry about that. I do that sometimes. I shoot manual, raw, flash always pops up in auto. So on my, it doesn't. If you're in auto mode, it does not. With the Canon, what you have to do is you have to do that right there. Okay. Now the flash is up. If the flash is open and you're in auto mode, then it will flash sometimes and not other times. But honestly, I usually use the shoe and I have another lens that's in my bag. But anyways, hang on a second. I'll get it. Why not? So for lens, for flash, if I'm gonna do really, a real shoot, it's gonna go hot shoe, right? That's what I'm gonna do. So I don't typically use the camera flash because I'm a nerd. But anyhow, if I have this down, if I have the flash down, then it's not going to go off. Doesn't matter if I'm auto or manual. But now no flash ever. If I have the shoe on, it won't go off either because I have to set it, right? So that's probably more about photography than most of you are interested in hearing about, but hey, it's all good. Not all USP are as open as you, but TBH, you mentioned Ukrainian roots. Yeah, I'm an anomaly in America. I wish more people were like me. I don't know. Whatever. But not most people are not like me. There's no doubt about that. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys noticed. So this is I just got all this. So I launched my business, Bowman Digital Media. I launched it in trying to set it by the camera. It looks like it's tilted, but it's just the camera angle. Anyways, I launched my business, Bowman Digital Media, in June. And it's the first time in my life I've been a business owner, like legitimately trying to support myself. I've had Bowman coaching for a while. Project Help You Grow as a philanthropy. So I've owned it for a couple of years, but I never bought anything with my logo on it because it was like a hobby or philanthropy. So I got my clothing. I got this stuff, 2 days ago now. And so I'm still kind of geeking out about having stuff with Bowman Digital Media on it. I don't know. But, I've been in the print business for a long time. So, when I got the backdrop, it was like no big deal. But when I got the clothing and I put the logo on, I'm going to be honest, I got a little emotional about it. So anyways, I don't usually wear ball caps, but I bought one. The lag between my comments and when you get them is huge. Yeah, sorry about that. It happens. Appreciate your great work. I was curious about your thoughts on this. Would you reckon the job search process in UAE be similar to Europe and USA? Is there anything particular nuance about UAE which makes a successful job hunt they're different from elsewhere? Well, as you probably know, one of the things about the UAE that's a little bit different is the level of work that you can get. In the United States, there is no caste system. There is no. If you're qualified for a job, you can have it no matter what. White collar, blue collar, there is no restrictions for working. So that's one thing. There are some differences. There's some major differences. For example, I was talking to somebody about this earlier today on Ask Ira, and I actually didn't know this. I guess in Europe, as well as in India, because I knew about this in India, they legally can ask you your age. Because we were talking about ageism, which is rampant in the United States, by the way. So in Europe, now correct me if I'm wrong, if this is not true in your region, but from what I was told from some of the people on the show today, and I didn't verify it, so just what I was told. In the United States, if I go to an interview, and I don't mention anything about my age, I don't bring it up, the employers can legally not bring it up either. But if I reference my age at all in the United States, now they can legally, the door is open. So it's fruit of the vine, if you will. But yeah, ageism is ridiculous. It really sucks. Thank you. Yeah, so the hat, the logo, I created this logo. I create lots of logos. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. But this is my logo, Bowman Digital Media. Obviously, it's the name of the company, so BDM. I was originally going to go, you guys might laugh at this. I was going to go with Bowman Media, not digital, but the abbreviation for Bowman Media was going to be BM, which is also an abbreviation for bowel movement. So I decided not to use that. Then I thought, well, what about my initials, my name, Ira Morris Bowman? But then I had IMB, IBM. I was like, yeah, I think I'll stay away from all that. So I went BDM. So anyways, people always ask me, what is that? Well, it's supposed to be a bullseye. And then, Bowman Digital Media is in the center. Anyways, that's what it's supposed to represent. I have a pretty cool animation I'll show you. I'm excited about it. Let me find it real quick. I'm just going to show you. It's on my latest video. Check this out. Oops. Right? Pretty cool? I'll show you one more time because the thing was in the way. Yeah. So, and then if you go to the very end, it's a little bit different. Couple of animations anyways. So there it is. Okay. Well, we are in overtime and it's getting late, so I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. I want to say thank you to everybody for hanging in there with me for over an hour. It's been really cool. Now, I didn't answer the question completely about the differences between Europe and the United States and UAE. There are some differences. A lot of it is cultural. I'm not going to be able to answer it completely in the time. Do me a favor. I'm going to be on Monday. Ask Ira, Job Seeker Q&A. It's going to be at noon my time. I don't know what time it is for you, but if you can check that show, check it out. Or if you want, send me a DM with that question. I can answer it for you offline. Okay, I will answer that for you since I didn't get to it completely during the show. Thanks for reacting. While job search has been challenging. Well, I can tell you this. The average job search in the United States before COVID-19 was 6 to 7 months. And it's longer now. I can't tell you exactly how long because nobody's published a report to tell me. So my guess is it's closer to 10 months now, the average time to find a job. Doesn't mean it will take you 10 months. It just means that was the average. And that's in the excuse me, that was in the United States. I think that it's probably pretty similar timeline around the world, but every region could be a little bit different. And I don't have specific data from the UAE to draw from to give you an intelligent answer. So I would just be guessing. But anyways, that might make you feel better. Hopefully it does. Okay. Traveling, thank you so much. And Traveling just found a job after 4 months. So it is possible to find jobs out there. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on there. I'm just going to keep moving. Yeah. CV is one of the differences too between the United States and UAE, but obviously not Europe. And some people don't know the difference between the CV and the resume. I actually have that in my FAQ on Project Job Seeker, but I'll tell you quite simply, it's the depth of the information that you would find on your resume, CV. Resume a lot more shallow, like Americans mostly, right? More shallow. And the CV is deeper, more information. The one exception to that in the United States is government work, when you apply to a federal position or a state position or a government job in the United States, you basically use a CV, even though they don't call it a CV out here. But that's what it is. Sure will do. Thanks. Yep. I look forward to answering the question. And again, any of you guys can send me a DM. Now, if you send me a hello or how's it going guy, I'm not going to respond. I just, I try to explain it this way to people. If you could come and hang out with me for a day and see how many messages I get, not just on LinkedIn, on all the platforms. And then there's my email boxes, because I don't have just one email. I own 3 websites. Plus I work for Exit Your Way fractionally. And I have my Gmail account. So I have right now 5 different emails. I had 6, but I just dropped one. I have 6 I had 6 emails, but now I have 5. So I have 5 emails plus all my DMs. I can't respond to them all. So I respond to the ones that I respond to. When you ask me a legitimate question or you present a win-win opportunity that I am interested in, not that you are interested in, but I am interested in. A lot of people forget that, right? Like, if you want to engage with somebody, talk to them about something that they're interested in. There's a strategy for you for sales and for networking. It works in all cases. Anyways, I am going to start the music and say good night. I have had a good time with you guys. I hope you have had a good time with me. And I will see you again. I will be on Monday at noon in California time. So whatever time that is for you. Remember, if you are interested in it, you can catch me at these times. Okay. This is found on my LinkedIn profile page under the featured. It's the very first item. Okay. Thank you all very much. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Gotta turn it up. There we go. I always do the music. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. I'll even put the hat back on. A brand new hat. Somebody said, Ira, can you send me a hat? I only got one. It's the only one I got. I ordered a bunch of shirts. You'll see the shirts every day. I've got the colors, but I wore the white one today to match the glasses. Thank you guys. Hope y'all have a great day. I'll see you when I wake up.